Today is July 11th, 2020, update on my garden. So my melons came down with some fungus and filled this whole area inside on the ground. I cut them all out and threw them away in the compost bin. My yard is overrun with weeds and grass. Probably, let's say 80% weeds and grass and 30% my crop. And I didn't mind the weeds because I was growing it to put in my compost. But on rainy season in Korea, it rains for like a week at a time. Sometimes weeks, I don't know. But it makes it very moist down there and produces a lot of fungus. And that affects my plants. So I'm having second thoughts about letting the weeds grow. I might have to pull them out and let the ground dry out because the ground is so wet right now. It's affecting my plants. Like here's watermelon is infected too. I cut off a lot of the most infected leaves, but I left this one to see if I can treat it later with baking soda and water mixture. And since I can't use the rainwater, I'm getting mosquito larvae in my rainwater collection. So I'm gonna buy some mosquito nets and cover these in the future. Are there mosquito larvae in there now? Did they all get out? Well, I can't see them right now because the reflection in the water. And the peaches are getting ripe. The color's changing. But last year, my peaches rotted on the trees because of the fungus. So this year I'm picking all the peaches before they're 100% ripe. And they're pretty good tasting still. And the peaches, I think it's better for you when they're not 100% ripe because it doesn't have all the sugar content. It still tastes like a peach. It has a little bit of tartness. I like that taste. I mean, I like the sweet taste too, but if I'm going to grow it organically with no chemicals, I have to pick it before they spoil because in this moist condition, I'm going to get brown rot if I don't pick it in time. If the weather was drier, I would leave it till ripen more, but since it's so wet, I don't want to lose the crop. They taste dang good. And the bean plants, I wonder if they're fertilized this. The leaves are a little pale. I wonder what kind of crop I'm going to get. I haven't fertilized it or composted it or put compost on it or anything. The Swiss chard is growing like crazy. It's over 2 feet tall now, the leaves. I can't eat all that. The okra right behind it is doing alright, I think. I mean, I don't know how okra is supposed to grow, but it seems to be fine. Now the Thai basil I planted, This one's doing fine, but these other ones are dying. I don't know why. Is it the tomato tree? Tomato plant killing it? I don't think so, because this one right here is doing okay too. So these two Thai beetles are strong ones. So I'm going to keep those and let them go to seed later and collect the seeds. And these I'm going to leave and see. I don't know, maybe collect the little seeds from that and plant it next year and do a comparison between the two. This year I don't think I'm going to get a pepper crop. The pepper plants aren't doing so hot. When I pull these weeds, they have these growth on the back. I think they're whitefly eggs. From what I researched, I think that's what they are. And these weeds have a lot of them, so I gotta pull these weeds quick before whiteflies devastate my garden. The pumpkins are growing like crazy. They're gonna overrun my garden if I don't control it. So the ones going to my planting area, I'm cutting those down, but ones that are going to back here, I just leave. These tomato plants are so clustered. I wonder if they'll dry out or succumb to some powdery mildew or something. These bean plants are doing pretty good. Some are doing good and some aren't. I wonder if it's because of the age of the beans. I planted some old beans. So I'll just collect the good ones and plant those next year. Let's see, do I have any tomatoes growing? Yesterday I spotted some, they were pea-sized, but I can't seem to find it right now. That's fine, I'll just find it when they get bigger. I brought these metal poles from Nuna's place, my cousin's place, to trellis up the tomatoes. That's my wheat garden over there. And these things that I thought were dates are actually not dates, they're juju beads. And these have a little bit of fungal growth on that too. But not a lot, so I think the plant's controlling it. But whenever I have time and I walk through the garden, I just pick off leaves that are a little infected, so the infection doesn't kill the tree and spread to other areas. So that's the update for today.